Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for a crease. It's Bentley. Smashes through. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. The freshman just a little too much on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to...
Downfield for the big catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rebels. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Direct snap. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. The Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Touch pass on the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in school, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Back to pass, it's Dart. He's right on target. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Using his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Touchdown.
No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
On the run, it's Sampson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 21, Tennessee 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Wide open downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where
he tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest, and the catch, and then striding it into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
The expressway is wide open. At the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Number 19 with the catch in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tennessee, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll take it himself.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further.